speaking of, I'm Jared.
And I'm Kate.
And look at this, 2 times in a month.
Right?
Look at us go.
You're so lucky.
Merry Christmas to you. Happy holidays. All the things.
All of the things.
All the things. Oh, okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, that's
go
fine.
ahead.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because sometimes I feel like I just kind of like
No,
start
no.
things off. So
Go.
I want you to have that opportunity.
No.
Okay. All right. So
I'll
speaking
stop you
of.
if I need to.
It's true. So speaking of Christmas, guess what the #1 unsafe Christmas toy this holiday season is?
Get in the Van Elmo. That one cracks me up every time.
No, not getting the Van Elmo.
Wow, what's more dangerous
Who made
than
that video?
It's
Was
on a
it
video.
SNL?
No. Some guy just ran across the Elmo toy.
And made
that
it his own?
No, it had, like, the Elmo had fallen so that he was covering the kid's picture. He was covering the kid's mouth.
Oh my!
Every time.
Well, okay, this is a legitimate Christmas toy.
Okay.
The Mandalorian Dark Saber is the most dangerous Christmas toy this holiday season.
Is it a
But
real
guess why?
saber?
No, but this is going to be the difference between when we were kids and kids nowadays. The reason it's dangerous is because it's made of hard plastic.
You bunch of babies?
Well, because I'm looking at it and I'm reading it, and I'm like, how many years? Because we've literally grown up with Star Wars. Literally. The lightsabers have been around forever. But this Christmas, it's a danger. So don't.
So what are they doing? Recalling it or just saying don't get it?
They're
from
just
a
saying,
3-year-old that has
yes.
more strength than you think.
I guess. I'm like, well, because I'm looking at it, and because it has more of a sword type angle than the traditional lightsaber, but still, it's not any worse than like a pirate sword.
We're getting soft, people.
We are.
Getting soft.
I tell you
Not
what, I just
nice
cannot
way.
take it. Anyway. Your turn.
So, I was gonna... Okay.
Plan B.
So Jared and I recently read an article about a YouTuber who figured out the algorithm for YouTube. And so in order to capitalize on our last episode's 300 views, today...
Oh, by the way, thank you.
Yes,
We don't know who you are, but thanks. Money well spent.
For today's episode, in order to help, break the
Algorithm.
algorithm, we are going to count to 200,000. Just kidding, we know. But apparently, because there's 2 of us, he counted to 100,000, and apparently
People watched that.
That was a big deal.
I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't have had the patience to watch. I would have been, fast forwarding through
1, 2,
that.
skip a few. 99, 100,000.
Exactly. Congratulations.
Who knew?
All right, we will not be doing that. What will we be doing?
Well, you have a palate cleanse sip.
Yes.
And I'm going to have you eat this Hershey's Kiss, the flavor of which I am going to not let you see. Here you go. See, it's still covered. I'm not touching it. It's not
This
tweaking.
reminds me of an... I know.
Oh, no, don't read that.
I didn't. I didn't see the tag.
Freaking Hershey's.
Should I put it...
Yeah, just eat it. You have to eat the whole thing at once or it won't work. It's not Pop Rocks, I promise. But what is it? All over the floor.
White chocolate.
Well,
Oreo. There's a hint of peppermint. I'm gonna say...
he sounds like he's tasting wines or something.
I'm gonna say cookies and cream.
You're close.
What was that?
Sugar cookie.
Oh.
Not Oreos. Maybe Nilla wafers?
All right, candy. Let's go.
Candy.
You should have told me that's what we were doing. Is that it?
That's it.
Sorry. I wanted more. I thought you'd gone out and gotten, like a bunch. And
I have this bag full, courtesy of my sister.
Thanks. To the lizard.
That's really funny you say that. Because nobody else will care about this, but I recently took over a box of stuff.
But keep watching!
Yes, hang tight! I took
Can't
a box of stuff over to their house, and it had some Christmas presents in it. So I put a note on it that said, to be opened only by Lizard. And then her kids came to the door and were like, who's Lizard? That's your mother.
Yeah.
Watch it.
How do you like them apples?
She doesn't do that, but she does do, oh, Liz, please make us a video. She does do a great Tyrannosaurus Rex. And
talk about going viral.
And baby bird. Please, Liz, make us a video. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. All right. I can't really segue off of that one. I'm sorry. But I had another crazy dream. Like, the dreams have been very vivid lately. Like, yeah.
Someone's been eating their carrots.
That was her eyes.
That helps you see in the dark when you're dreaming. See, I was onto something.
So,
carry on.
Before I continue with this, it's important to say, just so you understand the context of this. So before I went to bed that night, I was watching some gossip TV celebrity show knockoff that wants to be TMZ that's not, but
it's
anyway.
ZMT.
So on the show, they were talking about Ellen DeGeneres and how she's having a hard time coming back after,
From not being nice.
From not being nice. And George Clooney was on it as well. That's it. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
So
But what did he have to say about Ellen?
He didn't have anything to say about Ellen except that, it plays into the dream.
Okay.
So, I dreamed that Kate and I are at a taping of the Ellen show. Kate knows a little bit about this, but she doesn't know the details.
That's true.
So, we're sitting kind of in the front.
Because where else would we be?
Exactly. And we're making our jokes, and we're laughing and ha-haing and, whatever. So one of the producers, and I don't know, but it was a producer. That's all I know. So pulls us into the back, and I think that we're being kicked out.
I mean, that's the logical explanation.
So he's like, hey, you guys seem really quick on your feet.
Aren't we, though?
We would like to give you, this trial run of, we want to make Ellen more relatable because there's been this thing that she has to be the funniest person on the show, and like her guests are told that they can't be funnier than her. So we need to prove, that Ellen can take this.
Not true.
And that's not true. And, how would you like to... and of course, this is where the Muppets take over. How would you like to heckle Statler and Waldorf style?
Hello? I would say, have you met us, producer?
So I'm like, sure. So this dream is so detailed, like, it would flip between different days and we would be wearing different clothes. So we start out with the first gag.
Wardrobe change.
I know. The first gag is I decide, for whatever reason, that I'm going to call Ellen Heather. Why are we at this show, Kate? This isn't Ellen, it's Heather.
One of the Heathers?
One of the Heathers. To the point that Ellen eventually gets a wig, and when she wears the wig, then to Jared, she's Ellen.
Wouldn't it be the
I know, right? So I'm like, oh, it's Heather. So this is the best part. So George Clooney comes on as a guest, and I turn to Kate, and I'm like, you know what? George and I have something in common. And Kate sets it up with, what's that, Jared? And I'm like, we're both breathing. So then,
No,
Kate
wait,
says,
there's more.
There's more. Well, George and I have something not in common. And I say, what's that, Kate? And you say, better taste and shows to appear upon.
But now, wait a minute. We were both on that show.
We weren't the guests.
Leave it to me.
We were sitting in the back.
Oh, that's true.
We're heckling.
We were watching the show, not
Yes.
guesting.
So
on
there's
the show.
my newest.
Wow, aren't we just a hoot and a holler?
We're something.
Oh, we're something. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, top that. Mic dropped.
Speaking of dropping things, I fell yesterday and it was really typical. So, Hubs and I were talking about, okay, so yesterday we were on a walk and I fell. And I was telling you the good news. The bad news is the giant bruise that almost immediately came up with the swelling. The good news was I didn't rip my pants. So then later we're talking about the Shopko that is now Target.
Which I hear seems smaller. I haven't been over there yet.
No, it is physically smaller, but it's hopping.
I've
not been there, but
I've been afraid to go there because it's hopping.
I wouldn't go
yeah.
just yet. However, so we started talking about the Shopko versus the Target, and so then I made the comment that, you know, the thing that I liked about Shopko was that close to Christmas they were open 24 hours.
Right.
And that worked out really great for the high schooler who was at Christmas Eve activities with her boyfriend's family and tripped and fell and did rip her pants. and, then had to replace them because they were her only pair of jeans. And poor...
We know what Kate was asking for that Christmas.
Well, no, I had to stop on my way home at the
that's
Shopko to get a pair of pants.
She couldn't wait for Santa Claus.
No, I could not. And he was like, there seems to be a running theme of you only having a single pair of pants. I hate shopping for them. But
It's true.
I didn't rip my pants this time, so I didn't have to find a shop that was open 24 hours so that I could replace my
Target
pants.
might not have them.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
So, speaking of shopping and Christmas candy, I'm at the Megalomart because, you know, that's where I have to go to pick up the old prescriptions. That's the only place I really go anymore.
It's a terrible place to go.
So, it's no secret that I have my candy addiction. And so during work, I like to have a little something candy between classes and...
Between classes, between
Yeah.
sentences, whatever.
That's right. I'm like, some classes may notice a sugar high, others not so much.
Oh, I might have to tune in.
So I just wanted some regular candy. That's all I wanted. Like something chocolate, something sweet, just something, just candy. Licorice.
From the store.
From the store. Like I was just going to pick it up, you know, while I was there. You made me cry.
It's traumatic.
It is traumatic. It was like when Hostess went out of business. But seriously, like I went down the candy aisle and nothing.
Was it empty? Like
It was
it
empty.
taken?
Enough that I was so traumatized. I was just standing there and two different people passed me and they're like, this is really sad.
This is really
This
sad.
is really sad. And I'm like, it is really sad. And so the second shopper that passes me, she's like, they've got nothing in Christmas candy this year. And so I think everybody's just coming for this. And I'm like, I just wanted some licorice.
Okay, first of all, I beg to differ. On one account. And this one account is not going to help. I'm basically going to make your point for you.
All right.
So, we have a list of things that were difficult to find.
I mean, toilet paper's one thing. I will not have a shortage of candy.
So, I had a grocery list of certain things that were difficult to find that I was going to go to a couple of different stores to go to get, right? One of which was old lady candy. Because
I forget about your old lady candy.
I saw a commercial for like the ribbon candy and I was like, why don't I have that yet? So, I went to a couple stores. Nobody had it. Until I went to the Metal Mart. And they had in those little like round
like
cardboard jar things.
Yeah,
they had it, so I got 2. Because I was like, I don't want to run out of old lady candy before Christmas.
It can happen.
It can happen. So I bring it home, and my brother is at the house waiting for me because I was also searching for something that he was going to borrow. At any rate, he saw the old lady candy and got very excited. Where did you find that? So I gave him one of my 2.
That was your first mistake.
And then I told Hubs that I strictly expected him to show up to the Mega Mart right after Christmas to get the rest on sale. Because let's be honest, there's going to be some. It's called old-fashioned candy.
Not old lady candy.
But we call it old lady candy
because it reminds you of the candy that sticks together in your grandma's candy dish. When you pick up 1, you picked up 10.
Those were the days.
And then you had to lick them to get them apart.
No. You bite it off.
Oh!
You did it wrong.
Like, that just makes my teeth hurt.
I mean, you don't just chomp down on it. You gotta, like, work your way through it. It's more of a project. I mean, it worked for us. I don't know.
That's the best thing I've heard all day. Gotta work your way through that old lady candy.
And that's how you know he doesn't get out much.
That's true.
Oh
so now, speaking of not getting out much. So I've recently bought a new to me car.
A new to me car.
A new to me car. And so the dealership, of course, is like, oh, you've got 3 free oil changes or whatever. Which is nice, right?
If you ever drove your car.
Funny you should say that. So I bought it back in October. Yeah, it was October. Mm-hmm. And so I recently got a call from said dealership because, you should get your oil changed every 3 months or every 3,000 miles.
Whichever comes first.
Whichever comes first. So this guy's like, our records indicate, you need this service and
it's time, Mr.
And it's
Vincent.
free and it's time, Mr. Vincent, and can you bring it in? And I'm like, well, I don't know any other way to put this, but I'm still using the free tank of gas that you gave me when I bought the car.
And what did he tell you, Jared? What did he say?
He chuckled and he said, well, we'll come touch back with you in a few weeks.
Because it's going to suddenly be different?
It's not. I'm not getting to 3,000.
Here's the problem, though. There's a reason that they say 3 months or 3,000 miles. Your oil's still been sitting there for 3 months. Do you think it's just, morning fresh all the time?
The good news is my car is smart enough to tell me if it's morning fresh or not. It is right now 90% morning fresh.
Me too. Wait, maybe not quite 90. So my brother did say, when we talked about your car, when he was over receiving my old lady candy.
About my car, great.
Yeah. But he and Hubs were very concerned that you need to drive it around, even if it's just to drive it around, because otherwise it won't be very happy.
No, and I do have worries now that it's cold and, I don't want no dead batteries. Any dead batteries.
You need to, a couple times a week, get in your car and just take a drive.
Take
take a drive.
Well, that's so nice.
And you know what you could do?
The boys are worried about me. Well, my
Right.
car anyway.
You should drive around and honk at houses like the UPS guy. Drives the dogs crazy.
My UPS doesn't even honk anymore. It's UPS! And if you don't hear it, then you're out of luck.
Some of them don't do anything. They just drop and run. If the dogs didn't bark every time something got dropped off on the porch, we may never know about it.
I was wondering the other day, like with Amazon specifically, because we have a Amazon location here in our state, we're lucky. And they can, just drive and bring stuff. And I'm like, I wonder if there ever is a delivery driver that says, I wish this Jared Vincent would just make a list.
Could you be more efficient in
Could
your
you be?
online
That's
shopping?
right.
But here's the thing, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Because you can buy everything at one time and they still ship it in 5 different shipments.
That's true.
So I had to tell my nephews, listen, you might be getting something, next week sometime. Whatever, it's fine.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy New Year.
Whatever. Speaking of Christmas, okay. I may have mentioned this before, but I have another one to add to the list.
Okay.
Christmas songs that drive me crazy. First, of course, these are a few of my favorite things.
Well, The Sound of Music is now a Christmas special, which I
How?
don't understand that.
How?
I love the sounds of the music.
Does it take place at Christmas?
No.
Do
I'm
they
trying
even
to,
have
do they
a
have a
scene
Christmas
over
scene?
Christmas?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
They don't mention Christmas in the song, so apparently nobody's favorite thing is Christmas. And the closest thing they get to Christmas is brown paper packages wrapped up in string, and nobody wants that under their tree. We've discussed this. However, my other pet peeve is when clearly Jewish singers are singing they have a Christmas album. I mean, just add a dreidel song or something to
Represent.
tie it up, right? I mean, come on. We all know. Come on. Anyway, the song that bothers me next to all of those, and Bina would be proud of this because she hates this song too. It's Mary, Did You Know? And here's the problem that I have with this song. If you're a Bible reader and you believe the Bible in any level,
Wow.
then
Religious.
the answer to the question is, yeah, Mary knew. Angel came, explained everything. Okay? No surprises. Well, it's a stupid question. That's right. That reminds me of the other one I don't like. The one about Africa. Do they know it's Christmas? Yeah, they have calendars in Africa. Okay?
What is
They
that
know
song?
You've never heard that one?
I don't think so.
Do they know it's Christmas in Africa?
the one where the celebrities all sing it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Really? Because it's Africa? What, because there's no snow? Have you been to California for Christmas? They know it's
Yes.
Christmas. Why do they know it's Christmas? Because they have calendars. Just like they do in Africa.
They put Christmas lights in their palm trees, and it's great.
I can't. I can't.
That's all right.
Stop asking stupid questions in your Christmas songs.
Earlier today, I was singing the song from Rudolph that the Clarice sings. There's always tomorrow for dreams to come true.
That is
And then I was like, this isn't Christmas.
You have to wait till the sun comes up for that.
I know, right?
There's always tomorrow. So basically what she's saying is, it's okay if your dreams never come true.
Oh wait, maybe, is it the dolls? I need to watch Rudolph again.
Me too.
Great.
It's one of those that I kind of save till the last.
Oh, do you?
A little bit. Partly because I know that Hubs is, I think, terrified of it. So.
I did so I have to throw this out. So we had the Great Conjunction.
Oh, that's right.
And I felt so stupid. I have to share the joke on the interweb because I wasted it on Hubs. So Hubs sends us a text. Oh, the Great Conjunction is happening tonight. We all need to watch it. And I say, I don't know. The last Great Conjunction, my crystal shattered. It's that a Muppets reference? Sort of.
Well, if it makes you feel any better.
You didn't know either.
No, it's Dark Crystal, right?
Yeah.
See, I knew. So I see a meme that has somebody has taken a bunch of spices and just dumped them into little piles all connected together. Okay, so it's very colorful. And it says, season's greetings. And so I think it's
that is classic.
Right? So I think it's hilarious. And I send it over. Hobbs doesn't get it. So I don't know he doesn't get it because he does the typical laugh or whatever. Like he plays along.
Oh yeah.
So then later I'm saying
he knows how we hate to explain our jokes.
So I'm thinking, man, why did I think of that for a Christmas card? Because we don't do Christmas cards because we're lame and we have nothing cool to put on them. Although this year we wanted to like take pictures around different like mannequins and things for COVID Christmas. Anyway, so I was thinking, oh, I could take a bunch of spice containers and spell out the word hi. And so I'm trying to do this, and he's so confused about what I'm trying to do. So then later, after I do it and decide it's not what I hoped it would be, he says, "Tell me the spice thing again." Honey, they're seasonings.
Well, he was probably wondering, why are we sending spicy greetings?
Oh, come on. Keep up with us. It was, tell me the spice thing again. Why was that funny?
Classic Hobbs.
Dear.
Well, shall we wrap it up?
Let's. Like a pretty present that would be under the tree that's not in that stupid song.
And it's not going to be wrapped up in brown paper.
Or string.
Or string.
That's what's in the present. Pack your own. Okay, I'm done.
Pack your own. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Whew. One more time. All right. I'm Jared.
I'm Kate.
We'll see you next time.